and welcome to the payments portal. I'm going to be just taking you through the code real quickly, and then I will run the project and show you all the validations and the checks that we do have in place. So yeah, firstly we have the helmet that gives a basic layer of security. We limit chase and body size. Um, Also we have calls. This only allows requests from your local dev origin. So obviously, if anyone else tries to point to the server, it quietly ignores them. And then we have cache control also. We handle pre-light options, rate limits as well. So we prevent brute force login spammings basically. And then at the moment we are using an in-memory DB. We plan on switching to um, a proper database in the future. Then as you can see, the regex allow lists. Then here's some helpers for creating a new session. And also we have checks if the request has a valid bearer. Yeah. And then here's our authentication routes. And also login with a limit. And then also for the password changing. And when adding a new beneficiary, making payments, deleting the beneficiary, is when creating a payment for paid inputs. And yeah, we have some error handlers, HTTPS bootstrap, and then let me show you our security.js. So here's the helmet configuration that I mentioned earlier with multiple security headers. And we prevent click checking with X-frame options, XXSS protection, strict transport security, hide X powered by headers, revert policy, permission policy. Then also we have the rate limiting, so we prevent brute force, and strict rate limiters, payment endpoints, express brute prevents brute force attacks, CSRF protection, and input sanitization, which prevents injection attacks. We have cause configuration here, security login, request validation. Here's the main security setup function. And then here's the DevSecOps. So this is just automation just to check up on the files. It runs on every push. So we have a separate for front end and back end jobs. And yeah, so it enforces secure and consistent build. And then let me show you my client.ts. So regular expressions that identify sensitive endpoints used for extra logging and security, event tracking, ensure request headers are properly normalized. Utility functions for safer setting or removing headers, configure Axios instance with base settings, then request interceptors. So the authorization of tokens, client-side rate limiting, secure event logging. And here's the response interceptor handles, CSFR tokens 401, 403, 429 handling, secure event handling as well. Then log all remaining API errors. Yeah, and then we also have type wrappers to secure the API calls, to simplify everything basically. And then let me show you my services. Actually, let me show you my authentication, the auth context. So we have the shape of the author context defines the consumer, what the consumer can access, of course. Then we keep track of the idle timeouts, restore user sessions, session token is invalid or expired, obviously that will that's the message. So session restore failed to restore user session basically. Then we ensure CSFR token exists. Then we reset the idle timer every time user interacts. Then we have a basic email format validation, account lock check to stop brute force attempts as mentioned before. Store secure token possibly in persistent storage if you remember me. And then let me show you my pages, or well, our pages. So we have a small helper to normalize different possible error shapes. Then we have a React hook form setup, user sort schema for baseline validations. Watch lets us provide live feedback, example, show suspicious patterns. And then we also have a sanitize feature. And obviously, as mentioned before, it's validated by sort. We don't transform it client side. Then we have an optional phone number format. Basic SQL keyword drop wires for the same field basically. Then we also have password guidance as well. And then also the submit button is disabled while awaiting the API. And also the link to the login for existing users. Then we have the login page. And beneficiary page, the sort schema mirror server allow us. This prevents pointless requests and gives instant UX feedback. The Swift is optional though to enter the Swift details. On success, show the banner, of course. On error, we also normalize the message. That's the new payment page. So it matches the server-side allow list. Beneficiary ID must not be empty. Amount must match decimal. Currency must be one of the allowed codes. Reference can only contain alphanumeric safe symbols. You convert various API fetch error into a sample string suitable for the UI. Top level banners for success message, of course. We will convert string amount to number before post on success. Reset banners and invalidate transaction cache. Then Zod resolver handles client side validation. Mode on change for live feedback button disabled. And then let me show you the security.ts file. So we have cross-site scripting protection. We also have CSFR cross-site request. No SQL injection protection, click checking protection, session security and token management, brute force protection, input validation and sanitization, of course, content security policy helper, obviously a security audit logger does. I will now start the project for us. npm start, npm run dev. So first I will just take you through the security process. As you can see, we are on HTTPS, and let me just refresh the screen. Boom, and we are in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the XSS. So if I paste this into the name, no, not that, just hold on for a second. So as you can see, it recognizes a suspicion pattern, and immediately we are blocked. We are blocked. Even if I, let's just say, and I will enter a password. We will not be able to create this account. So let me create the account the correct way, and so let me just put the name as Hamza. The email can stay the same. I do not remember my details. Alright. Well, actually, it's a perfect time to just show you. So as you can see, I just removed one letter and the password does not match. If I, let me just make it match, and so we need to use an international format, as you can see. So +7 3 and now we are good to register. So let us create an account, and we are in. So one thing I forgot to show you was we just left some security features in the UI just for demo purposes. So as you can see, we have real-time input, XSS attacks prevention. That's what I just showed you here when we were registering with this. And then SQL, no SQL injection protection rules, live security logging, as you can see, HTTPS encryption enforced end-to-end, CSFR token for protection, which I will show you now, and the password hashing was salted background. Right, so we have created an account already. I was at iCloud.com. I am not sure if this is the correct password. 1, 2, 4, 3. And let's sign in. Boom, there we go. And now let me show you if I try to log in 6 times with the wrong password. So I will put in there, and let's just sign in. Invalid password, invalid password, invalid password. So as you can see, the security warning before the account, and now we will not be able to log in. So 1, 2, 4, 3 act, and there is no logging in. And now let us just go create another account. Let me just use the test name Zahra. Put an email in. And let's just enter a password. Well, that was the opposite way around, but you get the point. And boom, we created the account. Let's just save that because I will show you now what will happen when we change the password. Okay, but for now, I do need to show you what will happen if I paste this into the console. So this is all the paired request, the 401. Right, now now I'm going to show you. I'm just going to paste something in for rate limiting. Just a quick test to show you. So we're just gonna have to allow the pasting, and boom. As you can see, unauthorized. Then I will show you, we just create a quick beneficiary, and let's just make this bank, and I will just put the default number. So as you can see, let me just show you, we can't even add a beneficiary or even attempt to interact with the server because it does not meet the requirements to begin with. So we will not even touch the server. Now let's just put more than 8 and we can add a beneficiary. As you can see, I am here. Let's just add the exact same, let me just add the exact same details, and I can show you how a duplicate is checked. Currency USSD, add a beneficiary already saved. Right, now let's just make a payment quickly. And pick currency, and again we can't send a payment without an invoice or a reference. I mean, let's just put the reference and remove the amount. Still can't send it, so let's just put the thing of 400 and send payment. Payment created, transaction created. Now I will just show you how we will change the password. So I have entered the correct password in, and so let me just restart this. And I realized that I did not show you how to like changing the password. So let's just go through that process again. I'm just gonna go iCloud.com, and let me just make sure I copy the right password so I don't forget it. Okay, and we are in. Now that's the same password I copied, And now for the new password, as you can see, it's requiring a stronger password. The whole problem is making one that I will remember. So let me just copy that. And it is in. And now if I just do this again, iCloud.com, as you can see, I can sign in with the same one. And if I iCloud.com and let's just use the same password and take out fuel, we will not be able to sign in. And I just wanted to show